Hello, it's Jane here and welcome to this week's yoga class. Now today we are going to focus on kindness to ourselves and kindness to others. So you don't really need any special equipment for this practice, although maybe just a book, kind of dictionary size like this one, just for one pose. If you haven't got one, you could use a rolled up pillow, or if you've got a yoga block, then that's what you'll need. So join me on the mat, and I hope you feel better at the end of the practice than when you began. So hi there, mat's ready. I'm going to sit cross-legged. You might want to stretch out your legs. Just find a place to sit that's comfortable for you. And then you can choose a place for the hands. So you might want to rest the hands palms down or turn the palms up. It really doesn't matter. Just find somewhere comfortable to sit with the shoulders stacked above the hips. And make sure those knees are comfortable. Close your eyes or leave them open, your choice. And then let's just take a little moment to feel our breath. Finding that space deep inside where you notice your breath. And really enjoy each inhale, each exhale. And just spend a little time here, just connecting to our breath. And as you exhale, see if you can relax a little more in the body. Relax a little more in the mind. So if you've got thoughts that are running around in your head, if you concentrate on your breath and how it feels in the body, there's less space in the mind for all those distractions. So maybe you could say the word in as you breathe in and out as you breathe out, either silently or out loud, your choice. So just remain for the next minute or so, concentrating on your breath. And then on your next inhale, float your arms over your head, bring the palms together. As you exhale, bring the palms to rest in your heart center. Take a big inhale through the nose and a long exhale through the mouth. And then come to a seated position, so forward fold. You can either keep the legs out straight, or you could bend the knees and rest the belly on the thighs, wrapping the hands around the backs of the thighs. Or maybe you could come somewhere in between. So if you want a little bit more stretch, straightening out the legs a little. So we're going to begin in this first pose, being very kind to ourselves. And what we want to do is make sure that we're in a position where we can feel a gentle stretch at the backs of the legs, in the back line of the body. And we can breathe deep. So we won't want to push ourselves into a shape that's unkind to our bodies. But this very gentle forward fold is a signal to the body that it's time to relax. So taking a few more deep breaths here. And then on your next in-breath, slowly rise out of the shape. And then straighten out the legs, lean back onto the hands and give the legs a little shake. And then we're just going to come into our seated position. So we're going to do a few different ways. So we're going to begin in a straddle position, sitting down with the legs out straight. Now option 1, we're going to take the right knee behind and we're going to let that body soften over the left leg. Now, if that's uncomfortable, the alternative is a half butterfly where we straighten out the left leg, bend that right knee, so we're in like a sitting tree pose, and then we fold the body forward over this left leg. So the one with the leg tucked behind, like the one I'm demonstrating now, is called a variation of half frog. So be careful of the knees or the hips. It's a nice stretch on that hip area, the groin, but it can sometimes be a little too much. And if we're in a position that's too tense, then we can't breathe deeply and we defeat the object. Remember, we're being kind to ourselves. We are folding forward here and also gently working on the space around the hip flexors. So when you're in a position, let your breath slow down to a state of peace. So the body feels relaxed and the mind feels peaceful. Relaxing the jaw, the throat. As you inhale, slowly come up from whichever position you were in. So we swap sides. So if you are able to take that left foot behind you this time, feel free. If that's uncomfortable, take that half butterfly where we take our left knee out to the side, sole of the foot down the right leg. And we come into kind of seated tree forward fold. So see if you can accept yourself wherever your practice is. We always want to respect our boundaries in yoga, listen to our bodies and let go of any expectations. And this is that state of kindness, finding a place of love, of self-care. Place where we can breathe deep, gently stretch the tissues of the body. As you inhale, slowly come up from wherever you were. Bend the knees, take the soles of the feet onto the floor and windshield wiper those knees side to side. Now we're going to take those legs out straight again for 3 variations of dragonfly pose. So we take those legs nice and wide to begin, and then we just draw them in about 20% so we're not at our full range of movement. The first option, we're going to inhale, lift the sternum, and as we exhale, we're going to fold the body gently over that right leg, bending the knee a little. And again, this works on the back line of the legs. It's another forward fold, so it's very calming. Very relaxing for the mind and the body. But just be careful, make sure behind that right knee is comfortable. There's a little bend there, so you might want to pad it out with a little pillow or blanket if it feels like it's overstretching the knee. And then settle in for some nice deep breaths. As you next inhale, slowly rise, using the hands for support. And then just take a moment just to notice how the right side feels. And then walk the hands either side of that left leg. Lift the sternum on an inhale, and as you exhale, gently fold over that left leg, keeping that micro bend in the left knee. And then just tuning into the sensations here. See if you can relax the toes, relax all the muscles in the face. Maybe bring a little smile to the corners of your mouth. And take some full deep breaths. As you inhale, slowly rise out. And then once again, just take a moment just to notice how the legs feel. Last one. Inhale, lift the sternum, look up. As you exhale, use the hands as you slowly walk forward as far as you can comfortably go. Then tuck the chin into the chest, soften into this central dragonfly pose. So dragonflies are interesting insects. You can see them around at the moment. And they breathe through their abdomen. So see if you can channel your inner dragonfly and visualize the abdomen gently inhaling and exhaling with some deep belly breath. You next inhale, slowly use the hands to help you rise up. And then bend those knees, feet on the floor, windshield wiper in those knees, gently side to side. And our next pose, we're going to come to lie on our back. So this is where you might need your block or your sturdy dictionary, which I'm just going to get here. So it's about the size that we're going to use. If you haven't got one of these, you could use a rolled up cushion or a pillow. Now we're going to do something called pontoon pose or supported bridge. So we're going to lie down carefully on the mat, bending the knees, feet hip width apart, knees in the same direction as the toes. As you inhale, press through the feet, lift the hips. Place the book or the block underneath the sacrum. And that will just lift the hips a little. So nice gentle back bend. Chin tucked in gently, so you've got a nice lovely double chin, so there's no strain on the neck. You can keep the knees bent or you can straighten the legs, in which we call this pontoon pose. Now so far we have been stretching the back line of the body with forward folds, and in this supported back bend we are stretching the front line of the body ever so subtly. So we're going to breathe nice and deep. Notice how your body is feeling. Be kind to your body. If this is too much, then bend the knees. Let the breath guide you. If your breath is full and deep, flowing smoothly and effortlessly, then you're in the right space. If not, just adjust until you get that nice, easy breath where everything feels effortless, enjoyable, and you've got that sense of inner peace. I'll leave you here for a little while longer, breathing deeply. A nice big deep inhale, long exhale, and then slowly, if your legs are outstretched, bend the knees, walk the feet gently back. On an inhale, press into the feet, lift the hips, slowly remove that support beneath you, lower the hips, and then gently rock the knees side to side. Now we're going to come into our final relaxation position. So this might be classic Shavasana with the feet outstretched, hands beside you, palms facing up a little way from the body so there is no touching any part of the body. Or maybe you'd like another position to relax in. And then just start to let go of any effort in your breath. Relax the toes, the heels, the arches of the feet, tops of the feet, the ankles and calves, the knees and the shins, softening the thighs, the hips and the pelvis, relaxing the muscles around the lower back, middle of the back, the upper back, relaxing the belly, the chest, shoulders, arms, hands, fingers and thumbs. Relax the head and all the muscles of the face, around the forehead, the eyes, the cheeks, the jaw, the mouth and the throat. Relax, relax, relax. I'm going to read you a poem now called Ask Your Body by Kai Seidenberg. Ask your body how it wants to move and allow it to answer in its own way and time. Look past the mind, that quick and clever pupil in the front row who invariably jumps up and yells out an answer. Whether or not you've called on him, whether or not he actually knows. Look beyond him to the quiet student at the back of the room who works patiently, tirelessly, day and night, accomplishing great things, often without being asked or noticed or thanked. the one with vast stores of wisdom and precious gifts to share, the one who speaks more softly yet speaks the truth. Give her a chance to be heard. Now very slowly begin to deepen your breath. Maybe you'd like to gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. Then notice whether you want to move into a stretch or whether you want to draw the knees gently towards you, wrapping the hands around your shins. Ask your body how it wants to move and allow it to answer. And then eventually find your way back to a comfortable seated position. Resting the hands on the knees or the thighs, or maybe resting the hands gently one on top of each other. Your choice. Maybe close your eyes or leave your eyes open. So in this practice today, we have been very kind to ourselves. Now we're going to spread that kindness around. We're going to do a Tonglen meditation to finish. So this is where we think of somebody we know who might be suffering right now, physically, emotionally. It might be someone we know well, or it might be someone we barely know, but we know of their suffering. And as we inhale, we visualize taking away all that pain and anguish from them. And as we exhale, we visualize sending healing energy to that person. So see if you can visualize somebody now. And with each inhale, visualize taking away their suffering. And as you exhale, feel yourself emitting powerful healing energy to that person. I'll leave you here to enjoy this meditation, this powerful meditation of kindness. And on your next exhale, let go of this meditation. Let go of the image of this person. Let it go. Bring your palms together at your heart center. And thank yourself for finding time in your day to care for yourself. And when you do, you are much better able to care for others. Namaste. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Goodbye.